we're going to plot CO2 using Al Gore's data points obtained from the Vostok ice cores. The very same data that he used in his traveling salvation show. I'm sure there are hundreds of data points, and I've got to put them carefully exactly where they go. So I've made my chart with detail, almost down to the pixel. The next step is to transfer these numbers to the chart and then connect the dots. Let me remind you that the chart that I showed you in the last video contained only 1,500 years because we were concerned with recent temperature. In contrast, this chart covers 10,000 years. Now we plot CO2 data. I'm going to put a bunch of red dots all over the graph. We already know from recent data since 1980 that CO2 is approaching 400. It's been somewhere between 350 and 400. Let's see how the red dots from the Vostok chart connect with this. There's only 6 data points, and there is a 2,000-year gap. Ladies and gentlemen, if you examine my chart closely, you will see that it is exact and correct. It doesn't look like any chart you've ever seen of CO2 and temperature, but it is correct. The charts that you have seen are a deliberate distortion. This is a hoax. You don't notice the Gore spike approximately 400 years ago, followed by another spike, both of which are more extreme and more pronounced than the recent 1 degree spike that we have enjoyed in the 20th century, going into the 21st century. What happened in the past, the recent past, was more extreme than what we have just experienced. You probably assumed that the people behind this CO2 scare are sincere. They are not. The people behind the CO2 scare are the same people who are always against the United States. They control the United Nations. They are green on the outside, but red in the middle.